Hello, everybody, and welcome back to HST Divination Readings. So today's reading is going to be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius into the light style reading. This is my own kind of type of reading I like to do, and yeah. So cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Spirit guide, guardian angels, ancestors, I asked you to join me today in this reading for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, starting with the sign of Aries. So it's kind of what is in the dark into the light kind of situation, okay? So negative, neutral, positive. Sorry, I needed a drink. Okay. So Aries. This could be your sun, moon, Mercury, Mars, rising, north node, Venus, whatever this may relate to you. Please remember this is a general reading. Therefore, it may or may not resonate. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. As always, you are responsible for your own well-being. Divination is never precise. Time is fluid and energy can change. So this is a reading in the current time. It may be something that relates for somebody later on. It may have already happened, or it may be current. Everybody's on a different timeline, pretty much, is the gist of that. So Aries, for Aries, what is I heard positives. What is the positives in this situation? What is this positives in the situation for our Aries friends, please? What is the positives, please? Okay. Negatives. What is the negatives in the situation, please? Okay. Neutrality going into the positives. Okay. What is the neutral aspects into the situation, please? Okay. So, Aries. First of all, you have the Magician in reverse, Aries. So this is saying negatively, you were feeling like you cannot manifest your dreams with somebody, or just your own dreams and desire. You have really know where you're going. You feel like there's no real equal give and change in a connection, or with yourself, or in work, or wherever. And then you have this that was with the Six of Pentacles, by the way. And then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So that is telling me that you want to let go of what doesn't work, like emotionally. However, you're struggling. There's a little bit of emotional conflict now, whether that's you or somebody else in a connection. This is kind of what it's showing as the negative part. Now, the neutrality, okay, is you have the Judgment card in reverse. So you're not really being judgmental, or they're not being judgmental. It just kind of is what it is. It's kind of a neutral emotion. The Knight of Cups there is a love kind of connection there. There is emotions, there's vulnerability. Okay. And with the Justice card, there is balance. You just may not see where the balance is. Okay. You may feel like maybe you have to give too much financially or something. However, I do see that there is a balance of energy, and what you might not be seeing is more to this, okay? And then positive, what will bring you into the light? You have the Five of Cups in reverse. So holding on to those emotions of love and really seeking the change will help you. The Four of Wands with the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse is saying that not showing commitment is kind of what it's showing, okay? The Four of Wands upright is normally like freedom, live, love, laugh, kind of like, it's kind of more like single energy parting. I see this with the Four of Wands in reverse more of showing that, hey, I can be committal, I can do this, okay? And then you have the King of Wands energy, so it's very definitely Aries coded here, saying that I can stand in my power and stand strong. I understand that there are situations around me. However, like, I can do this. It's also like some of you, male or female, some of you may need to stand in your masculine energy more, but also be understanding. So don't completely get rid of your divine feminine energy, but it is saying some of you may need to stand in your masculine energy more, but also still be caring and understanding in that. I do see some of you kind of neglecting that, and whoever you're in a connection, if it's a connection relationship kind of thing, I see them feeling kind of like they have to be the dude and the woman. Okay, that may or may not make sense. Okay. So then next we have the Magician. So kind of not really seeing a future, and it might just be you are stagnant. I see some of you may be like, I don't know what I'm going to do like for work wise, or I kind of am stuck. This person's like moving forward, but I'm stuck. Okay. There's no judgment here. And you need to release those negative emotions, but also understand those emotions. Okay. Those emotions that you're feeling or may feel like I'm not going anywhere with myself is telling you that you need to find something to do, Aries. Okay. Next, you have the Six of Pentacles, so equal give and change, needing that equal give and change in love. Okay. And showing more commitment energy. Okay. Maybe you need to talk to that person and kind of find a compromise between both of you. The Seven of Cups reverse is once again, you got this 5 to 7, and it's showing me definitely you're really struggling emotionally. Okay. You may be struggling emotionally balancing yourself so that you can stand in this kind of like divine masculine energy. Okay. So if that makes sense, great. If not, please throw it away for somebody else to take. Okay. Next, we have Leo. So, Leo, what do our Leo friends need to know? And I heard, what is it? Neutrals. Neutrals first. Neutrals. What is the neutrals for the Leos that they need to know, please? What positive, negative? What is it? Positive, neutral. Uh, Neutral. Okay. What is the neutrals that the Leos need to know, please? What is the neutrals the Leos need to know first in this connection or about themselves? Positives. What is the positives that they need to know, please? What is the positives they need to know, please, in this connection? And lastly, negatives. What is the negatives the Leos need to know about themselves in either a connection or with themselves? That's what this could relate to. Just what is into the dark going into the light. So what is the negatives, please? Okay. So Leo, some of you Leos negatively may be feeling a lack of family. Okay. Some of you are missing family or feeling a lack of family connection. Some of you, are feeling a little bit emotional about something. Something may bring you a lot of emotion right now, okay? Or you're feeling unheard in a situation, okay? And then you have with the Queen of Cups. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and finally the Ace of Cups. So you have this dropping down from like an over emotion to no emotion. So or little, like very little emotion because you're dropping from the queen to the ace. So I do see some of you are definitely in emotional turmoil with yourselves right now, okay, negatively, because of family issues, okay. Whatever that resonates with you, it could just be your relationship, but it is showing me more family or stability. Maybe you're lacking stability as well. Okay, unsure. I'm seeing some of you are in a conflict with family about your stability, or they don't think that you're capable of doing something on your own or being on your own. And I feel like some of you are kind of being like grounded, if that makes sense. Like if you have kids and you're older, they may not think that you're capable, even though you are. So I am seeing that for some Leo out there. Okay, your neutral is the Page of Cups. So that is saying that there is kind of like, I see you're kind of split, which shows here. So I see definitely your neutral is your split. You're trying to put a good face, but also sometimes you feel a little bit upside down. Okay. With the Five of Wands in reverse, I see a lack of building on something. So you may not be building something that you want to do because you feel like you're being held back in a sense. Okay, so you're lacking passion, which is a little bit neutral, and it might be something you're self-aware of. Okay, and the Two of Wands is you would like to see a new direction in something in your life. You want to see a move happen, I see. You want to be somewhere else, okay? With the going into the light, so the positives is the Six of Cups. You are reminiscing on a lot of good memories you have. And understanding that in this case, I do see like family grows up. Some of you may be fearful that you're not going to be as present as you want to be for family, okay? The Two of Cups is also showing some kind of connection. So it could be like a relationship connection. They're also telling me that some of you may be lacking your family connection because of some kind of relationship turmoil you've had. And then that's kind of verified with the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, that's showing a little bit of third party interference. So I do see that kind of being even though it's going into the light to the positive, I see that as at some point here you're going to notice, or it's going to hurt you at first, but it will heal you as well. Somebody in your family, you may not be with somebody that you should be with, and that may be causing some issues, you being cut off, okay? If that resonates, if not, just throw it away, okay? Ten of Pentacles, family connection, a lack of, there's something missing. The Page of Cups, you're very split on the situation. The Six of Cups, and you're kind of reminiscing on all the good times and kind of questioning where it went wrong. However, you do see a possibility of everything to turn right for you. Next, you have the Queen of Cups. So I see a lot of emotionality, a lack of building somewhere, and whether you're passionate or you want to move or a business adventure or whatever it is, it's going to resonate for everybody differently. And then the Two of Cups, I do see in this case, you can get out of this and find that kind of solace in it, what it is that you want. It's kind of like you got to prove to yourself first before others will believe you that you can do, even if it's like living on your own or living in some kind of like guided care. They're showing me like a facility, but it's like own living, but you have like help if you need it. So some of you may be looking at that instead of like living with your kids because you need space, okay? I don't know why, like your adult kids, obviously, right? Your adult children, you don't want them to have to take care of you. You don't want them to feel burdened for some of you. Okay, then you have the Ace of Cups. So there's a little bit of love, a little bit of emotions. Two of Wands, seeing new directions. And then the Three of Swords, wanting to see new directions may cause a little bit of conflict mentally for yourself as well, as I'm seeing a possibility. However, I don't see that necessarily as a negative. It's just telling you to really think about what it is you truly want and then feel with your heart too before you go too mental into it, okay? And then finally, we have our Sagittarius friends. So Sagittarius, we're doing the Into the Light. So it says start with the negatives for you. So Sagittarius, our Sagittarius friends, what is the negatives for the Sagittarius, whether it's a connection or like themselves in their own situation? What is the information? They're having issues. Give them a second, please. Okay, connecting with Sagittarius energy, please. Let's connect with the Sagittarius. Kind of free loving. Yeah, I feel some of you are really down and out is what I'm seeing. Okay, so what is the negatives with the Sagittarius right now? Okay. All right. So what is is it neutral or positives? Is it positives? Okay. And then what is kind of the neutrals with the Sagittarius, please? Okay, so they're saying I feel left out, okay? So Sagittarius, The negative aspects you're dealing with is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So a little bit of lack of communication. The Seven of Pentacles, there's no real growth in a connection, or you're feeling a lack of growth in a connection, and it's causing a little bit of mental conflict, okay? Then you have the Page of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity of growth because it does go from a Seven of Reverse to the Page. I just see that you're going to have to take the time to understand that not everything can happen right away, okay? The neutral of this is the Hangman in reverse. So you're kind of starting to understand that not everything can be like at a snap of the fingers, okay? With the Queen of Wands, right? Because that was the Hangman in reverse, the Queen of Wands. It's definitely saying like enjoy your time, be free, be independent, be in your divine feminine power, and just really enjoy life. And that's kind of like your neutral part, is understanding that, okay, well, whatever is going on, like I just got to learn how to enjoy life and really stand on my own sometimes. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I do see you understanding that some people around you may be a little bit emotionally manipulation, or you may have caught yourself being like that to somebody else. So it might be taking a step back. Maybe it's like, I'm seeing some of you, they're showing me like a connection where you got like overly upset about something and really it wasn't that serious, and you're starting to like kind of see that, and you want to work on yourself. Some of you might be going to like counseling or something, or whatever it is that you need to do to work on thyself, okay? Two of Pentacles is into the light, so you are going to find some balance in this, okay? The Magician, I do see you manifesting your hopes and dreams and wishes are going to obviously become reality. Okay, and then the Knight of Swords, there's going to be some kind of like quick moving energy forward in your life at some point, just not right now, okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So like I said, a little bit lack of communication. The Hangman in reverse, you're upset because there's a lack of communication and something. The Hangman is in reverse is you seeing that. And the Two of Pentacles is showing you that there will be balance. Just give some time, obviously. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you see no real growth in a situation. However, with the Queen of Wands, it's telling you just to be understanding that it's going to take some time. I see some of you, it's more like it could be relationship related, but it could also be family related. It's like you feel like you're waiting forever on like your family to kind of get a clue and like work together. But for now, you're just kind of going to do your own thing. And then you will see like your wishes being granted, or like I see kind of like magic in the air, your eyes illuminating, and you being so ecstatic about something. So I see that. I don't know what it is, but I see something very beautiful for you. And then the Page of Pentacles, obviously some small foundations, but foundations being built. Even though that's in the negative, I do see that as, for you, that might be negative as in, man, this is taking forever once again, right? But it is small foundations. It's not the foundations you want to see. And some of you may feel a little bit like jaded about it. Okay, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is also showing that some of you may need to reel back your emotions of being upset at everyone or something. Like that's kind of like working on emotions. I see something that you're trying to do. And then the Knight of Swords, I do see communication about movement forward in something, or you are starting to communicate more with people so that they understand what it is that you need and want, desire, whatever, okay? So if that made sense, great. If it doesn't, please throw it out. Obviously, somebody else will claim it at some point in life. And thank you so much for watching, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do appreciate your time. As always, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please consider giving this video a like, leave a comment, give it a subscribe. Apparently, there's some kind of like boost thing depending on the app and your like phone upgrading. If you could give me a boost, I would so greatly appreciate that. I really want to get more videos out. I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers just so I can do more lives like off of my like phone and that, so it could be more like at a whim whenever I want, instead of having to like sit down, start the computer, blah 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 blah. But I don't mind doing this, to be honest, but it would be nice to do that as well. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and have a good one. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.